Fam, this is Slump. I'm coming at you with a new type of video that I'm going to be doing. It's basically a collection video. I just started collecting for the Super Nintendo, so I don't have too much, but I'm going to start collecting for it hardcore. So this is just something I'm going to start doing. Uh, but let's go on ahead and get started. First up, we have Super Play Action Football. I played it once, didn't like it, so that's just kind of sitting there. Yeah, whatever. Next up is Goof Troop. It's made by Capcom. It's a lot of writing. I need to go ahead and get that off with a magic eraser. That stuff comes right off. Sometimes when people see all there's writing on the game, I don't want it. I'm telling you, Dollar General magic erasers cost $1 for 2 of them, and that stuff comes right off. Without basically any elbow grease. But yeah, that's another game that I played once and I didn't like. But Killer Instinct has some sticker residue I need to get off of there. But it's a good fighting game. If you like fighting games, I think this is a must-have if you like fighting games and you own a Super Nintendo. Because I like this game a lot. I actually just got done having a get-together, and we were playing this for about an hour. We go through and play a lot of games, But we were playing this for about an hour, so that's a good game right there. So if you like fighting games, like playing your Super Nintendo, I would suggest grabbing Killer Instinct. Donkey Kong Country 1. As I go through, I'm going to tell you guys what I think is a must-have if you own this console and you like it. If you're a big Super Nintendo fan, Donkey Kong Country is a must-own. Wonderful platformer. I think it's the best Donkey Kong Country game. Best Donkey Kong game, period. So if you own a Super Nintendo, this is a must-own. Especially if you like platformers. Tetris Attack. Another must-own game for the Super Nintendo. You like Tetris? Buy it. Put your little spin on it. Mario characters, great music, colorful. It's a pleasure to play. Donkey Kong Country 2. Not as good as Donkey Kong Country 1, but it is a good game. Might as well take this one out too. I also have Donkey Kong Country 3. So I have 1, 2, and 3. I beat Donkey Kong Country 1 before. I used to play the hell out of this game when I was younger. But I've never beat 2 or 3. And I picked them up so that I could beat them. I got them from a thrift store. I think they're like 99 cents a piece or something. Yeah. That one was 99 cents. I may have already erased the price off that one. Yeah. But, yeah. The battery's bad in all 3 of these games right here, actually. So I haven't got around to beating either one of these down here. I need to buy the Super Nintendo screwdriver so I can replace the batteries in them. So I'll get around to doing that. But right now I'm playing through other stuff, so it's not really a must. Very clean copy of Super Mario World. I would say it's another must-have. This is kind of like the most known game on the console. This is bundled with a lot of the consoles when they were selling. So Super Mario World, one of the second best Mario game ever made to me. I still put Mario 64 at the top. This and Mario 3 are kind of neck and neck, but another must-own. Yeah, Final Fight. It's a good game. I prefer Double Dragon, but it's a good beat-em-up game. If you like beat-em-up games, I would get that. Another beat-em-up game is Separation Anxiety. Not as good now that I'm playing it and I'm a little older. Well, not a little older, but I'm older. But it's still a good game. I had a lot more fun playing it. I bought it because of, the memories that I had playing this when I was a kid. I still like Maximum Carnage better, which is the sequel to this, but, if you like beat-em-up games and, give it a try, I guess. Lion King. I can tell you one thing. This game is awesome. I'll tell you another thing. The Virgin games, this is back when Virgin was making a lot of games. They used to make a lot of Disney games for the Super Nintendo and the Sega Genesis at that time. They're all hell of games. You know, they're great. I have another one in here, I think, unless I already took it out. Maybe right. No, it's right here. Jungle Book, another great platform. These are both platform games. They're awesome. You know, you will have a blast playing them. Not gonna say they're must-owns, but if you like platform games, I will try out some of these Disney games. Yeah, Mario Paint. I've never actually played it. This is a player's choice version, but I've never actually played it. I don't have the mouse, so not much I can do with it until I buy the mouse or find one in the wild. Yeah, Super Ghouls and Ghosts. One of the hardest games ever made, but it is a good game nonetheless. You can have fun playing it. You know, it's an addicting game, but it will frustrate the fuck out of you. All right, so that's that. Super Mario Kart. Great game. To me, it's a must-own game. It's what started a nice franchise. Mario Kart franchise is just awesome. You know, even if you don't like racing games, because I'm not a person that is particularly fond of racing games. I'm not going to go out and buy a Gran Turismo or a Forza. But I always bought Mario Kart, and I always had so much fun playing them. It's just awesome. Not as good as Mario Kart 64. Still an awesome game, and I think it's a must-own for the Super Nintendo. Super Mario World 2, Yoshi's Island. I actually picked this one up yesterday. I was at my local game store, and somebody was just in there, and he was trying to sell his games, and he asked me if I was looking for some games. I was like, yeah, let me see what you got. And he had that, and, you know, I bought them from him in the store while the employees were trying to kick us out. So, but I have a lot of memories of this as a kid, too. I love this game. I love it. I love it. I love it. Play it. Must own. I'm not going to say it's a must own, but I think you should play it. I just remember my parents renting this from Blockbuster. If you don't know this about me, everybody in my family plays video games. My mom, my dad, my brothers, we all played. So I remember them renting this, and, you know, we played it. And last game is, I actually have 2 copies of this. I just sold one of them because I didn't need the one I had just picked up. I actually picked up the other copy of this from the same guy I got that from. But Super Mario All-Star Super Mario World. It's probably the most valuable game that I have in the stack. Goes for about $50 on Amazon. That Super Mario Kart and Yoshi's Island. You know, but you know, if you like Mario games, this has all of them on there. Mario 1, 2, 3, Lost Worlds, Super Mario World. You know, you name it. So, some form of Super Mario All Stars is a must own if you have a Super Nintendo, because you can play all those Mario games. Just off the top of my head, A Link to the Past. Buy it. Must own. Don't have a copy yet. I'm hoping to find one in the wild fairly soon. I was impatient about Ocarina of Time because I've been wanting to play it a lot. So I went out and bought it. But like I said, if you see any of these games out in the wild for a nice price, the ones that I say are must-owns, even the ones I say are good games, you should try them out. But if you like this, like, comment, subscribe. Let me know down in the comments. And shout out a console that you want to see. You know, me do a collection video on it. I don't know if it'll be bigger, if it'll be a big collection video or be a small one, but I will do it. Like, comment, subscribe. Peace.